I've got to say, Henry, people thought that Boris had a bad week last week. But, you know, what about me? 56, 56, I think it was, ministerial resignations, and I still didn't get called up for a post in government. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, that's got to be worse than the week that Boris had, hasn't it?
Oh well, I wasn't going to say anything, but you know, this is. I think if it's any comfort to you, these ministerial positions probably aren't going to be filled for very long. Any new Tory leader is going to want to do their own reshuffle, put their own stamp on the party. So anyone who has been called up to serve is probably only serving for July and August.
Do you have any sympathy for Boris?
I mean, I've been a critic of the Prime Minister for a long time. I think it's never easy to have to resign a position like this. He obviously won that majority in 2019, had huge ambitions to reshape British politics. The pandemic blew him off course, but I think ultimately he has been brought to this pass by his own decisions. You know, this represented frustration not just with some of those scandals, those personal scandals that we saw, but also a sense of frustration amongst many Conservatives that this government, despite having that huge majority, wasn't doing, you know, taking action on planning reform, wasn't delivering the kind of ambitious agenda that some of us maybe expected when he won the first major Conservative majority since 1987.
I always say it's always painful seeing a leader go. They never sometimes make it easy for themselves. Could Boris have made it easier for himself? Could he have gone earlier? People now talk about his legacy. He'll be thinking about his legacy. And let's remember, to a lot of people, 80-seat majority, got sort of Brexit done. Was this sort of surge of energy at the top of a party in the country? Did he wait too long?
I think he did, and I think this is actually sort of typical of how he's behaved ever since Owen Paterson, that sort of first scandal that set off the chain of events, which I think have led to today. He's very stubborn, which is good or bad in different contexts, but he's always wanted to dig in. He's never been able to get ahead of a story, and I think this is another example. Once you've started hemorrhaging cabinet ministers, the writing really is on the wall, and I think his stubborn insistence on staying on, it's not going to change the fact that he's leaving, but it's going to colour his legacy.